Hello, citizens and UEMC miners. We're back, Rockseeker and Stim, to continue the discussion on the Pioneer and the claims, right? Because as we were discussing about the Pioneer just the previous episode, the Pioneer, the LTI version that you just sold, not only includes material to build your first outpost, but also include a UEE claim certificate. So, and there's been a panel I just watched it today, and they were discussing the whole claim aspect and how basically you're going to be able, for people that haven't seen it, just to introduce a bit, and then we'll discuss about our impression on it, is that you'll be able to go and basically you find a nice spot on the moon somewhere and you say, I want this piece of land to be mine. So you're going to put your beacon there. It comes from some form of beacon. I don't know if we have to buy them or whatever, but probably. And just put it there. And then you go to the closest UEE authorities settlement or outpost or whatever, and you say, I want to claim that piece of land, and you're gonna buy it, and depending on what's around it, whether it's there's a lot of known interesting mining field or whatever. Could be other things, whatever it is, and it's going to have a certain value, and then you buy it, and then you have to decide what you do with it. You can either start using it or basically just wait there and eventually let it gain value and resell it. So basically that's going to be the idea, and the idea is also is that you can claim piece of land inside the UEE territories, and when you do so, if it happens that someone tried to jump your claim and there's security passing by, obviously they're going to be an intruder, and the security from the UE will get involved, the NPCs there, and go and help defend your claim. But obviously, as they're saying, there's no police everywhere. It's a large universe and there's so many UE security around, so most likely there won't be any security by, and if you don't defend your claim, someone will just jump it and start taking stuff from it.
That's why you got to get on there and you got to drive them off your land. Get a few buddies and just push them off.
So from a UEMC standpoint, so what do you think about that? Like, basically, do you see us trying to grab as much land as we can and eventually go to mine it, but have to defend it and so on, and try to make deals with our PMC organization, or we just focus on some and like get the most out of it?
Well, I think there's a lot still to be released in the game before we can make decisions like that for strategies. But one of the ways that we could do it is if you want to play the real estate game, right? So get in there, get a few claims going that are a little bit within the growth plan of other settlements that are there, but to the point where they don't really know what amenities are there, what minerals, what resources are there, so that you can buy it low and then do like a pre-feasibility study, which is what's done in the real world. They get out there with radar, do some core sampling.
Yeah, I remember watching Gold Rush, and what they do those core sampling, right, at several locations, to just have an idea of what's the value. But so if we find a spot, with experience, we think, oh, it might be good. We find something. So let's dig around and do some sampling, whether with a prospector, which is perfect fit ship for that, right? And we say, oh, there's a lot of iron, whatever metal rich ore there. And so let's not mention it to UE. It looks like in a place where no one wants to be. Put a claim there, go and claim it, and then we go and harvest it.
And that's the thing. Will we be able to hold on to that information? And I think we do. If information is mainly stored in data pods, data packs, buy it for low, and then use that information because we know more about it to then either up the value of it, sell it, or just mine the heck out of it.
In our case, the UEMC will want to mine it. In our case, there's organization that's going to say, well, we're looking for piece of ground to build settlements, for example, or to build, let's say, grow farms, but there's ore-rich minerals there. So instead of just building a farm on top of it, let's first make a deal with the UEMC. They're gonna come to us and say, you know, guys, you come there, you mine it, you give us X percent or cut of it, of what you make out of it. So we own the claim, but we let you mine it for X amount of percentage of what you make out of it. Just like real,
and then we sell it.
like
we
real
sell
life,
that ore
right?
to them for building constructions.
Yeah. And after that, once you mine it all, you flatten it up, and then we go and build a farm or whatever, settlement, outpost, whatever.
Because there's no minerals on it, you don't have pirates wanting to come in and steal your minerals. You know, so you don't have to protect it as much.
But do you really see? I heard that a couple times. There's some people on Discord, the UEMC Discord, because people chat all the time on Discord, the UEMC, and they were basically saying like, pirates would come, but they're not into mining, right?
Well,
they're gonna want
minerals
you.
Are worth,
well, yeah, but
depends on what's underneath your outpost.
Yeah, well, you want the refined stuff. Right?
What if you've got the equivalent of an oil well from the '60s? What if you've got diamonds and some unobtainium? All that cheddar underneath your underneath your outpost.
Yeah, but
you're quite right. It'll probably be more
unless it's a storage
salt
facility,
extractors and other things like that.
If it's a storage facility, that's a different whole business, because you've got a concentration of most likely refined material, because you don't pack and store unrefined stuff. So basically you bring it from the land around it, you bring it to your outpost to refine it, throw away the slag and whatever name it is, I believe slag, right? Also it's
tailings.
Different things. Whatever, tailings, yes, you throw away that and push it away, and you basically store the refined stuff. But then you got to defend this.
We probably don't want to store our refined ore, our high-grade ore that we've worked on and maybe pelletized or put into whatever the store, like ingots or whatever it is, near the refineries, because the refineries are something you can see from space. Yeah. They probably will be fairly big, and you'll be able to say,
you don't want to,
target right
you
there.
don't want to, but at one point we'll have to, because by the time we have our hauling divisions and coming, and basically, and we're looking into, for UEMC people looking, where the board is currently and the managers having discussion of how to reorganize the structure and add a few divisions based, because on this game changer, this new gameplay that came here, that's changing things a bit, and we'll probably have ground mining and operations, and we'll have ground hauling operation, basically hauling ground to space stuff, basically. So
and that's going to add a cost to the end product. Like cost to whether that's time for us building things, or whether it's about simply moving that material. It's not the same as in Earth trying to get to escape velocity and get up because of the technology, but it's still going to be a significant cost.
Yeah, and someone like you with the whole. You've got the whole series there. I don't know if it's in your hangar or melted, but basically eventually
it's there.
It's there. So you've got this huge D or E there in space.
Pioneer straight out.
Yeah, but these cannot land, right? You can land a small hull like the hull we see. We saw.
The A and B you can. The A and B you can, but the C you're not supposed to be able to, and the D and E definitely not. Not laden anyway.
So you'll have
contracted. You can.
You'll have to move the stuff back and forth from the ground where you mine it all the way into the air. So
we're talking about, I think Banu Merchantmen primarily will be one way to get that up.
Yeah.
Then also there's Caterpillar, and there's a couple other vehicles. But if we use those hulls, it'd be better, but we can't.
Yeah. So interesting. This leads me to something else to discuss, and you know what? I think I'm going to keep it for the next episode.
Ooh, what could it be?
Just something that came to my mind while we're discussing about that. So But
Tune in next time and you'll find out.
yes, exactly. So on this, take care and see you in the, maybe by the time this air, maybe the 3.0 verse, but we'll see. Or maybe it's still going to be 2.6. Anyway,
Soon, TM.
yeah, see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye for now.